Hello there everyone, welcome back to my first movie review of 2019. Yes, it's not my first video, I believe it's my third video of the year if I'm not mistaken, but I have finally been able to get to see a movie this year. I haven't got to see any other movies like The Upside or any of that, and I thought why not my first review be the most highly anticipated film, I guess, of January, you could say, Glass. Now Glass is directed by M. Night Shyamalan, who also directed Split and Unbreakable, and this is the third in that unexpected trilogy that no one had any idea was going to be happening until you saw at the end of the Split that connected it to Unbreakable. So yes, this is the third installment, and it takes place, I'd say, after Split, like maybe a few days or something after Split, where you have David Dunn, who's played by Bruce Willis, who's like this really super strength guy who survived, as you saw in Unbreakable, that train accident that killed everyone but him, and he gained these super abilities. He's chasing after James McAvoy's character, who is, let's be honest, like dozens of different personalities, with the main one being the Beast, which is like this indestructible creature-like being that kidnaps girls and then eats them when the Beast comes out. And after they have their little hassle, they both get taken to this mentor's insane asylum, or whatever you want to call it, where Samuel L. Jackson's character is being held, and obviously that's Glass. And he enacts a plan to try to break out of there, and obviously Bruce Willis tries to stop him, and he teams up with James McAvoy, and you have this doctor lady that's played by Sarah Paulson that's trying to delve into their psyches and why they're like this and all that. So that seems like a lot of stuff to get into here, guys, and I'm trying to keep it as little spoilery as possible. Like, I don't want to spoil this for you guys because I was really interested. It was fascinating to watch this film. Now, upon going in, I saw that the critical reviews were not that good. Last I saw it was at like a 35% on Rotten Tomatoes. And while the audience score looks high on there, from when I last looked, anyone can vote in on those. Those could be bots. So I recommend looking at Cinema Score. I'm really curious to see what actual audience members think when they leave the theaters and stuff. But the critics aren't the most enthusiastic about it. And the general consensus I got from that is that they said the first act was fantastic, but then it lost them in the last two. This is one of the many times where I disagree with the critics, however, and I thought this was a really fascinating, interesting look, and particularly different take on the superhero genre. And yes, the film will not let you forget that this is a superhero film, and it's heavily influenced on comic book-esque stuff. And that's the main factor that the Dr. Lay uses to delve into their psyches, all these three extraordinary and special people, as she likes to describe them as. Now, this comparison I thought was so silly, and it dragged on way too long. If I had $1 for every time I heard them say superhero, comic book, or any of that stuff, I would probably be rich, because they lean so heavily into that. I didn't really see that much more. I didn't really look at the marketing that much. I just went and kind of, like, I saw the Comic-Con trailer and that was that. But you could tell they're really leaning in there, and I find it so silly, and it was really hilarious. So on that aspect, I thought the film was stupid. And also, the third act, I mean, was the fight and all that kind of stuff was great, but the very, like, end, I thought was so stupid. And I was like, okay, I can see why critics are hating it by the end. But that stuff aside, overall, I thought this film was really good. Like, the setup to introduce, like a lot of critics were saying, the first 20 minutes, I'd say, are phenomenal. Like, even not just that, but throughout the film, I'm really fascinated, like, just looking into this character, because them delving into each person and stuff, I thought it was really great. Like, maybe they aren't really that super beings or powerful. Maybe it is just coincidence and reasons and, you know, circumstances. I thought all that, delving into the characters, it was like a character study, and I found it really fascinating, and also the inner conflicts that each one had. And I thought the overall, like, because obviously it's a Shyamalan film, so there was a twist. The twist in this, I thought, was pretty crazy. Like, there was a couple twists in it. The one near the end that has to do with James McAvoy's, like, you know, his family and stuff, that was crazy. I was like, no way! I almost lost it. That was crazy when they made me realize. So they made it like connected. I was really shook. I was like, wow, that was crazy. I'm not gonna deny that was a great twist right there. The other twist, after that twist, not so much. But I gotta admit, I mean, I had a really great ride. All the performances I thought were really great. The standout though is James McAvoy. He kills it in this role. All these different characters he's able to play, and he does them like they're unique own actors or something. It's really remarkable. And I mean, I know it's pretty early and there's more performances to come, but I don't know if, I mean, he should be in the discussion probably by the end of the year to be, you know, in the best actor category, at least right now. I mean, I know it's the beginning of the year and all, but this was a phenomenal performance. And I hope he gets recognized if there isn't any other really good performances like that, because that was some great acting right there. I cannot front. And Samuel L. Jackson, he doesn't really do that much in it. He only talks a little near the end, but what he does though in his mannerisms, and I thought that was really good. His mannerisms, he's all like he's thinking, I'm so much more intelligent than everyone in here. That kind of acting, like his facial acting, was really great. And also Bruce Willis, he actually gives a solid performance. He was good here. I cannot deny. He did a good job. He wasn't in it as much as I was expecting, because like the first half he was in a lot, but then by the end it focuses more on, you know, Mr. Glass and James McAvoy's character and stuff. But overall, I mean, I thought everything was handled kind of well. Besides my critiques about the very end and that comic book comparison stuff, really stupid. Other than that, I thought this was a really nice conclusion, I'd say, to this weird anthology-like trilogy. I thought there are some problems with it, like I mentioned, but for M. Night Shyamalan, this is really well done for him. I'd say it's probably his 4th best film or 5th best film or something. But I thought it was a really well done film. I hope people give it more of a chance and feel like the film, due to the criticisms, I understand, definitely. But maybe you could be more optimistic on it. Like, I'm not a diehard fan, so maybe that's why I'm not as disappointed, because I just really saw Split and that was that. I didn't rewatch Unbreakable. But for me, like going in as this own film, I thought I could pick up the pieces really well, because you kind of need to know the basics of Unbreakable and all, but if you're able to pick up the pieces, that's great, and you might enjoy it a bit more. But I could totally understand if fans are not a fan of it and they didn't like it. But I overall thought it was a really solid film. So everyone, those are my thoughts on Glass. What do you all think of the film? I would love to hear what you guys thought on it. If you want to hit the subscribe button and hit the bell so you can get more notification on when I upload, that would be pretty cool. If you want to comment, like I said, so we could discuss about the film, that would be really great. And also, if you want to follow me on Twitter, it's Sawyer Sable or @SableSawyer. Again, thank you all for watching. I'm really thrilled to be doing this yet again in 2019. It's been a few years and I'm still at it, so that's pretty cool. It's a nice little side hobby to be doing this. But anyways, I'm so glad you guys watch. I hope you have a great weekend, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.